Fantasy Mania. The beginning. Chapter 41. After many years, everyone had tried to find Apollos and his army. People had become so desperate. Some kingdoms had merged together with the kingdom of Xerus. And one day they found out where he was. There had been seekers laid all across the region, and word had got out of their location. Many of the surrounding kingdoms had joined in on the invasion. Soon the now 27-year-old Queen Xerus had dibs on him for her father and mother's deaths. She galloped as fast as she could throughout the forest past the other soldiers. She wasn't going to let him escape again. Soon she came to an open field, and there he was. Surrounded. Still wearing the solid black gold suit he had worn years ago. She told him to give up. It's all over now. He just sat on his horse and did nothing. She hacked up her saliva and spit directly into his helmet. She drew her sword and gilded it directly into the opening of the helmet where you could only see his eyes. He then fell off the horse and hit the ground dead. She raised her hand to silence the soldiers for a moment. She got off her horse and pulled off the helmet. "Damn it!" she yelled. Out of pure frustration. She began hitting a log nearby with her boot. She began to breathe heavily and yelled out that whomever she just killed wasn't Apollos. She had been sick of his games for far too long. She knew there was going to be a day he will die. But most importantly, that he dies from her hands. 20 years has been a long time for everyone. Natalie is now 45 and has a family now. But as for Nostris, well, unfortunately he had passed some time ago. Talon was now 35. But lives inside the kingdom walls for the first time. So yes. Much has changed. Once the queen had returned to the kingdom. She walks into the throne room and takes a seat on the steps. Every day she looks at her parents' crowns that are in front of their thrones. She told herself she will never stop looking for Apollos. Matter of fact. She really doesn't see herself as a queen. But more like a regular person looking for justice. To be continued.